At the risk of being censored as anti-Semitic, I think it is appropriate to draw the startling similarities between Israel's actions in Gaza and that of the Nazis of World War II. We are all familiar with the concept of the victim of abuse adopting the behaviors of the abuser. And I think that the evidence is that this is exactly what is being perpetrated in Gaza by Netanyahu and the Israel Defense Force today. The abused has become the abuser. Firstly, during the Holocaust of World War II, Hitler identified all Jews as an enemy of the state and therefore a valid target for his terror and killing. Even those suspected of harboring a Jew were a valid target in Hitler's eyes. In Israel's attack on Gaza, every Palestinian is presumed to be harboring Hamas operatives and so considered legitimate targets for murderous attacks. Hence the leveling of apartment buildings, schools, hospitals, and even places of worship. Netanyahu has even broadened this principle into sovereign countries like Qatar, a step too far even for Adolf Hitler. Secondly, Hitler in his time rounded up all the Jews and sympathizers that he could find into the dreaded concentration camps, where killing them would be easier. Today, Israel has systematically reduced the living area of all Palestinians, constantly advising them to vacate their homes, and then to vacate this very same safe areas he allocated, so that now the millions of Palestinians live in a very small area that can be reduced to rubble and bodies at Netanyahu's whim. Thirdly, Hitler systematically used starvation as punishment. Similarly, Israel today is systematically starving Palestinians in Gaza, causing famine and barring access to humanitarian aid, be that for food, medical supplies, or shelter. Fourth, the punishment for any infringement of Nazi orders by Jews in World War II concentration camps was routinely met by the murder of 10 randomly selected innocent Jews. This was to instill fear of resistance and to assert Hitler's absolute power over the Jews. Israel, under Netanyahu, has already killed 7 times the number of Palestinians than the number of Jews killed in October 7th. And this number is only rising. The rhetoric of Netanyahu shows remarkable similarities with that of Hitler. It is aimed at instilling fear and demonstrating his absolute power. So let us be clear. Israel's actions are in no way significantly different from those of the very person who to them personified evil. The abused has truly become the abuser.